Fix me!
Ahoy hoy, welcome to Transfixed and welcome to another Trans Favorites. Hey, it's Editing Brian from the future. Sorry about the aspect ratio of this video. I thought I could fit it into a short, but I couldn't. I just had too many good things to say about Dead End. Tonight we're taking a look at the Transformers Prime Dead End. Dead End? Who the heck is that? It's not this Dead End, certainly. This is, I don't know if it's a trademark thing. I don't think he was in the cartoon. That's the name he's got. Anyway, I just really like the colors. I owned this before, and I owned the Wheeljack mold. Both are great. Wheeljack, you know, I guess it's a nice modernization. He's gone from an engineer to like a swordsman, warrior, fighter type guy, but whatever. It was a great design, and the only reason I owned this one before was because I did a custom turning them into Runabout and Runamuck. I have a video about that, my crappy customs Runabout, Runamuck. I customized them both and got rid of them, and I bought this again because I miss it. I really love the mold. It's wonderful. There is a third-party one that makes Wheeljack, but not this one. I went with this one because it's just a really scary character. I love how they did it with the light piping through his face. So he's got light-up green eyes, but also like this, I don't know, it's this like a flaming hole in his mouth, and it looks super menacing. The other thing that works better is like he kind of has gorilla arms, right? They're way down past his thighs. But for the bad guy character, this looks great. You can actually shorten these arms up if you just kind of reverse the transformation and fold them back up again and just mostly bend them on one joint, I guess. Looks a little better for posing anyway. And if you watch to the end, I'm going to show you a secret weapon storage. That's right. No, don't fast forward. Don't fast forward. Don't leave. Okay, I'll show you now. I'll show you now. I think this was not intended, but I just discovered you could take the swords and upside down slide them in here under the windshields, and I think that's pretty good. I don't know if I invented that, but I haven't seen it anywhere, and I thought that worked well. A lot better than pegging them in here. I know, you can also slide them into these slots at the back, which does work very well, and you can do it either way, facing forward or back. That's pretty good too. So I'll just go through the things I like about it. The color scheme is pretty wild, but it works. You can also, I think the arms with the shoulders are supposed to be rotated up like this. You can have them down a bit if you want to, so you can see the Decepticon logo. There's really interesting things going on with this figure. These little knee spikes here, they don't need to be there. They just put them there for a bit of extra flair. The transformation does some really clever things. So I was going to transform it the other way, but I'll just do it this way. This is interesting how this shifts down, so you can see like these abdomen pieces here also shift down to fill in the car mode, the part between the hood and the windshield, which is nice. That's really clever. This whole transformation is just very smart. I like how the roof just rotates this way to make these back things. And the other thing I haven't seen before is this, where the arm rotates around, so that's why the windshield is inside of his forearm like that. And then the leg is very clever. This rotates and slides. There's a shared piece of engineering here I want to highlight too. This piece is pegged in here. This is also where the weapon storage tucks in. You'll see later. So this peg goes in here, and it also doubles for weapon storage. So after you get this out of the way, this rotates around. Not all the way actually yet. This has to slide down. So you can see here, like you have to rotate it through here and then slide it down, or vice versa when you're transforming. And then that peg from before, now it's levels into here from there. Just all of that I think is very clever. Like he's grabbing his head there. Oh! And you end up with this beautiful sports car. You know, it's a futuristic type of concept idea. It reminds me a bit of Hot Rod. Just gorgeous looking design. think I didn't get, yeah, there, I didn't get that snapped in quite right. And it's just so elegant and clean. And then again, I mentioned the weapon storage, so there are tabs in the feet here that go into the sword handles. And then to make room for this peg here, they've got a little cutout there that I mentioned earlier. So that way it's able to tuck in and still give you clearance for the wheels and the ground. And I thought that was just ingenious. Again, better than plugging them in the side here. And I do like how the swords are painted green. When I bought this the second time, I wasn't sure if I should get these swords because I have the regular silver swords from my wheeljack for some reason. But I like these better. They look kind of like they're energized somehow, right? Like a lightsaber. I think this is just wonderful. It even has wing mirrors. They didn't have to do that, but they did. The only thing that's missing really is taillight paint. I wish they'd painted the taillights. But everything else is just wonderful. I like how the wheels are pegged in nicely. It's just one of the best designs. And there were several good designs that came out of the Prime line, I think. But, you know, but there's a reason why... I don't remember the name of the company, so I'll put it on screen. This company is doing a third-party wheeljack. Actually, they've done it before, but this is a reissue or some kind of redo. I don't know if it's the same company, but... yeah, probably if you like this mold, it's probably worth getting that one. It has a little bit more hand articulation, I think. But anyway, that's one to gush about, I think. Lovely. Just wild. Actually, I forgot. This also came in the Wild Rider deco in the Japanese Arms Micron line. And that is a beautiful, gorgeous one. Maybe I should have got that one too. Maybe I will. It's funny that they do two Stunticons with the same mold. And Wild Rider does have his traditional color scheme. Anyway, that's a trans favorite.